This is what we call the MentalSpice. Today we're going to have our panels with us as you see them.
My name is Ose Agbadu. I'm a grad student studying computer science. I'm originally from Nigeria.
Well, my name is Amir Sako and I'm an undergrad.
Miss Kirkmore, MC Kirk the Joke is what I go by on the screen. I'm actually a criminologist. I just graduated with a master's degree last year and I'm an adjunct professor.
Hi guys, my name is Jeannie Kaiba. I'm an undergrad student majoring criminal justice.
Before we begin, our topic today is basically going to be about expectations. I remember my dad bringing the idea that he wants me to go study abroad and all that, and the excitement I could have. I had sleepless nights. I couldn't sleep properly. I was very happy and all that. I pretty much didn't think about the process I had to go through, the whole visa application thing and traveling back and forth, and what to do, who to talk to, experts, And from our communities that we come from, and you can bear with me, everybody got their opinion. Everybody's an expert on every field. You talk to them, they give you advice. Some of them are pretty much through, some of them aren't. So, my question now to the panel today is, what was your expectations? When you first got the news and even thought about the idea of coming here to study in America, what was your expectation? What were you expect?
When I started planning to come to America to study, to do my master's, I had things planned out. I'm going to do this, but I can't really. The visa process in Nigeria is still the same. It's pretty difficult. It has a lot of issues and all that. But getting to the US, one of the major challenges I had was, first, we have this concept in Nigeria that we speak really good English, So when it comes to the US, different accent is always a big issue. Other issues is you get to meet a lot of people. Depending on where you're staying in the US, it's going to get really cold. The weather is going to be a huge challenge for you, and then you have to be open-minded. You should be ready to make new friends. Their ideas, their concept, the way they see things, you need to understand that everybody cannot think like you. Everybody cannot see things like you. Then your culture, the culture shock, expect a huge culture shock. And those things then in terms of your academics, the way they teach back home is going to be different from the way they teach here. A lot of homework. So if your assignment is due 12 noon, it must be submitted. So the excuses for not meeting up, you have to get rid of those. I think those are some of the few challenges I had when I just got here.
Well, for me, the expectations, I expected America to be the pinnacle of fun. And when I came, like back home, I was having fun and things with my friends, and I thought I would get the same thing or 10 times better. But then I only got 10 times lesser of that. With that being said, it's like whenever you and your friends skip school, you go do different things and whatnot. And the food is always cooked for you back home. Here you have to cook it for yourself. And you don't know how to cook, but then you like what you cook because you made it. And like he said, the cold weather and whatnot. So that's a challenge as well. And one of the big thing that when I was trying to get here, I tried twice. One in 2008 and we got rejected like Arsenal every year. But and then 2011, then we came and whatnot. But then it was different because me and my brother came. And we didn't know any English, so they just push you in a place where you kind of have to deal with it without knowing anything, and there is no like English as a second language type of thing. You just have to do it with the other domestic student who have been there and talked about it. So one of the thing that I found really interesting here and cool for me is the school system is really easy for me. That's the way I see it. I look at it because back home it's something else. It's not a schooling. It's something else. I can't say in a camera, but yeah. The math, it was easy here and whatnot, and the process of going to college here is easy because in order for you to go to college, you have to pass several exams. Here you have SAT or ACT. You do that and you make sure you pass all your classes in high school. But then one of the thing that in order for you to make it successful, you have to be open-minded and open to change in a way, because the people that you used to deal with at home, they're no longer here with you. With that, you have to make new friends, and those friends, you have to create that trust and that relationship. Some of them won't feel like friends, some of them feel like family. Like you have two type of friends, you have Kirk and you have Osei. Yeah, they're all like, everyone is different on their own way, because sometimes when we look for people to hang out with, we are trying to look for people who share the same belief. But then one thing that we have to remember is that we are all from different places, and in order for us to be successful, we have to learn from one another.
My expectations that I had for America. I had a lot of expectations, some which were disappointing, some which passed my expectation. Like Osei said, where I'm from, South Africa, we have 11. Well, I'm not a South African, but yeah, where I'm from, we have 11 official language, and one of them is English. So I grew up speaking English, like literally. And when I got here, I realized that, I might have not been speaking English that well, because you meet people that, that are intrigued by your accent, and some of them don't understand when you say something in English. So you kind of are being held back, so you find yourself being sometimes embarrassed to say something in public or talking in class just because you're scared that, people might not understand you or so. But with that, I would say, the schools here, the teachers here, the people here are really, they're all about, making it in life. They're all about moving forward. So when you get here, you find yourself that, where I'm from, we had things been done for us. We were more of a layback. And when you're here, you find that you have to, do things for yourself. You have to toughen up, I guess, toughen up, and culture shock that you meet different people. Some are mean, some are really excited. Some you meet them when you tell them, I'm from this place, they're like really excited. And some are just like, okay.
This question will be, we all have heard about what we call the American dream. And I know as Africans, we all see America as the epitome of success, epitome of wealth and riches and stuff like that. So I'll start from Ms. Kaiba. Coming in as a foreign exchange student, what is your American dream? What do you, intend to capture by the end of this experience? What do you want to get out of this whole experience?
I want to finish this, knowing that I accomplished what I came here to do, which is education. I plan on going as far as my master's degree, criminal justice. I want to meet new people. I wanna travel the whole of America if I can, meet different people, learn from different people. America is a multicultural place.
Well, in America, the difference between the American dream and the Nigerian dream is, the American dream can have a pathway. Like you tell yourself, I'm going to go to school. When I'm done with my school, this is the likely amount I'm going to earn, maybe $50,000 a year. And then with $50,000 a year, I could buy a house in this place. And in the Lagos dream, there's a pathway, but the pathway is not so defined. So personally, my American dream as a person was get out of school, do certain things, achieve certain dreams. It's possible, but like Chimamanda Adichie once said, he said, America gives to you what you give to America. So if you don't put in work, you don't get anything. Like in Nigeria, if you don't put in work, you can still get something. You can still go stay in your family's house and like, this is where I'm going to stay. They can't kick you out. But in America, they don't have that family connection. You can't move into your cousin's house and like, this is where I'm going to stay. He's going to kick you out, and he won't have any form of guilt in his heart, because he feels as a grown up you should be able to pay your bills. So the idea of the American dream is achievable, but it's not obstacle free. You have to keep fighting. You have to keep putting in work, and the work is very, very important. You must always put in work, and without the work you cannot achieve much. And then if you don't achieve much, you can't get your American dream.
Well, like he explained it very perfectly, so I don't think I can tap that. My American dream. Well, I came here with the expectation of like trying to get my education and hopefully work and go back home. And then by work, I mean always trying to grow as a person and learn from the experiences in America and what America has done to get to where it's at, so I can go back home one day and contribute. And I don't know if you call it American dream, but then in a way, where how I was raised is that you are always meant for a greater thing. It doesn't matter what you are, where you come from, and then you always have to elevate yourself regardless of the challenges. And here in America, like he said, if you put in it, you get what you put in. And I think with education, sometimes, not all the time, because only 33% of Americans go to school, is that like you have to put in the work. And for me, putting in the work, it's my American dream. And going to school, hopefully I get a job that teach me something, not just for the money. The money is great, but then like the knowledge that you get is never paid. Like you can't get it for any amount of money. So this is my American dream.
Hello, everybody. My name is Real One Badmus. I'm working on my second degree right now. My American dream means life. Whatever you do right now, if you put in the most work, you would definitely have a brighter future in the U.S. So right now, working on my second degree, I think everything's gonna be easy, but it's not. So my American dream is getting this degree and utilizing every opportunity that I'm getting right now to build a better future, for me and my family.
Just going to talk about our last issue, which is very important. And then after that, we close the segment for today. It's what we call freedom. Question now to the panel is, what do you do with this freedom? For me, it nearly, damaged me. Because my first semester, I was just no sleeping curfew. Nobody tells me to go study. I study when I want. I go to these parties. Nobody can tell me what to do, what to wear, anything like that. I ended up getting like a 2.5 GPA my first semester, and those are the things that we get with, a lot of young students coming back from home and all that. And we've all have witnessed some of our friends go down the drain with that freedom. So I'll start with Amir. What would be your advice to our young adults who are coming in to educate themselves and also start life here? What do they do with that freedom?
For me, I think with that freedom, like we all have gotten that freedom at one point in life because we moved out of our parents' place and whatnot. And at some point, you have to prioritize things in order for you to get everything done. Some of you might agree with me, some of you might not. Because whenever you come to a new place, your first thought is you're trying to explore to see what's there. Like once you do that, you have to make sure you do what you are supposed to do first and then do what you want to do later. Because with school and things, if you really put in that work, like right off the bat, like homework and study, you will get plenty of time to play video game, to do different things and go hang out with friends and drink some beers or do whatever. So at some point, just to stay focused, like keep your eyes on the prize, as the saying goes.
Well, freedom, yeah. Well, we all want freedom some point in our life. When we get here, we're so excited about the freedom. No mother, father, especially for females, it's very difficult, back in Africa, because you have your brothers, your sisters, all of them always, checking every move you make, making sure that you do the right, thing and don't mess up some way or another. And when you get here, it's like really exciting because you have this freedom, you don't have a mother, father to tell you what to do. So when you get here, you're really excited of that freedom. And, I think it just has to do with, you just have to balance your, that freedom, because it's okay to have fun sometimes once in a while. And you have to be, like Amir said, you just have to be focused and put your eyes on the ball. You have to know what you want and why you're here. And take advantage of it, and the friends, people that you meet, some of them will influence you positively, some negatively. It just depends on you, who you choose, who you choose to influence you in what way. And, like I said, freedom, balance your freedom, prioritize your schoolwork, put that first, and freedom, let it come after that. Party, you know, have fun once in a while, and just put your eyes on the ball and stay focused.
Kids are right for home, but the idea is it's different for everybody. If you're a 17-year-old African student or Nigerian student and you just get to the US, an average 17-year-old in Nigeria, if you're in the university in Nigeria, you're basically going to be staying in the hostel in school, which have rules, and or you be coming from your house, which you're living with your parents or staying with some. But the freedom is not so much. But in the US, it's not uncommon for you to see an 18-year-old living in a 1-bedroom apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's pretty common, and you're free. You could, even if you're staying in school accommodation, you're still free to an extent. You can do whatever you want to do. Now, the problem is a lot of people complain that, because of the parties, they can't do their homework, which I think is not true. Whenever they give you homework, they tell you it's due in 3-4 days. You can do that homework in 3 hours at most, and then you can party as much as you want. It's always due to laziness, or you not wanting to try hard enough, or you feel there's always time, which is not true. Always use the time that you have now to achieve what you are planning to achieve is the best. So for an adult, that if you are 25, 26, or you have a first degree in Nigeria before coming, the freedom will still affect you somehow, because if you get to the US and then you meet people, you could easily drive around, the euphoria of being in the US, seeing beautiful things, seeing different things, always distracts you from the main goal. So never forget the goal. The goal is this is what I want to achieve. Then stay focused on that goal. And then your homework, I have to submit my papers. I remember messing up on a couple of homework, and I was thinking that when there's exam, I'll do those homework. I'll do the main exam, and then I realized that my grades were not good as I wanted them to be. So in my second semester, the plan was pretty easy. I do the homework before 2 days before it's due, or 3 days before it's due. So I always wanted to have time. And then your friends are very, very important. The people you hang out with, there are always people that want to go out, and then there are always people that want to stay indoors, and there are always people that want to do 50-50. So the 50-50 is they want to go out, then they want to stay indoors. Then look for people that will tell you the truth. The point, the freedom will be so much that you start dealing with loneliness, because you are always just going to be there. True. So the freedom is always going to be there. You don't have problem with the freedom. You just need to have a goal, stay focused. It's okay to play, it's okay to have fun, but don't forget the main prize, which is you're here to get your degree. You want to make sure that you get the best from what you're putting in.
I would say coming to the US at 14 was amazing. However, you can very easily get lost in the US. Coming out here, I have my mom. She works a lot, so I was pretty much free. I go out every time, I hang out with friends, use grills, pants down. You know what I'm saying? But there's always one thing I always want you guys to remember. Why are you here? If you think about it, people back home want this opportunity as well. So the reason why I bounced back pretty quick was me thinking about, what am I doing in the US? What is the main motivation here? You know what I'm saying? The US, I will tell you right now, you can easily get lost, but your motivation, the reason you're here, can keep you moving. And also try to roam with the same, caliber, people of the same view, like my friend here, Kirk and Jose and Amir, I have them as friends, not because, they're just guys, not because they go to ISU. I know so many people that go to ISU, but we do not have the same view. These guys out here, they still go out and have a good time, but that education is very essential, and they are always telling me the truth. Even when even when I know I messed up, they're gonna tell me hey man, if you keep doing it this way, man, you will mess it all the way up. So having a good friend like them really will get you somewhere where you want to be. So knowing what you are doing in this country, focusing. Don't get carried away. You can obviously have a girlfriend, but know what you are doing. You don't want to get stuck in that side support thing. Out here, for my age, I would tell you right now, man, girls out here, once they realize you got you know what it takes. You know what you are doing. You got a brighter future. I mean, once they see you got what it takes, you have a brighter future. That child support is the pushing. They're gonna be pushing you to get them pregnant, so you're gonna have to pay that child support. So, as an African, critical thinking, where do you want to be in future? You know what I'm saying? You have to strategize yourself, and once you strategize yourself, you should be good. You know, and roam with good friends, those that have the same caliber. You know what I'm saying? So I think that should really help you a lot. So don't get carried away, because you can easily get carried away and get lost in the sauce.
We're going to be talking about that. Advise you on, what to think about, as you are picking a major. Not because grandma says, as for this, my son, you'll be a doctor in future, so you think that you are going to succeed doing pre-med and stuff like that. We're going to be hitting you with that next week, so stay tuned. But before we leave real quick, I would like to invite our lady who is behind the camera and turning things around to give us a quick scoop and what she does with the camera, and also tell us where you can find her. If you see this video and it's really pretty, you need your pictures at the wedding and everything. Can we get Molomba Creations CEO over here? Molomba Creations CEO.
It's Esther, and I was very pleased when Kirk and Ose approached me with this idea. So I'm the woman behind the camera, and I'm also a young African girl who entrepreneur here. It's not easy. It's all glamorous, and I know that Kirk and Ose have a lot of ideas of themes, and whenever they're gonna start talking about entrepreneurship, I will be glad to also share my thought about it, about being African and being in a conservative state as Indiana, and being self-employed. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So and I'll put everybody Instagram here on the video, so follow them. These guys are really great people, and they have dreams. They are really out there working hard to get to whatever they put their mind to. So I'm excited, guys. So don't forget to follow, share, tag your friends, and this is gonna be great. I did media studies. It's been now almost 6 years that I've been to the United States. I've done a lot of things on the side. I've done a couple internship. I've worked with some production companies. I've been nominated for the International Black Expo for one of the documentary that I made a couple of years back. So I'm really into the media field. This is really my passion, and I also believe that God has something that he wants to tell the world through that medium of film. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm about.
All right, that's Molomba Creations, and I tell you, we wake up every morning. This is MentalSpice. Go to your YouTube video, put in MentalSpice, everything going to pop up. You watch us again. Next week, we're going to be looking at your comments. We're going to be replying them. If you have any contributions, we're going to hook you up. We're going to give you a roll call you out here, and please, this is for our young adults in here. So if you have any form of contribution on what we can do to make this segment better, if you have any thoughts or any topic suggestions of what you want to hear us talk about through our segment, hey, you are welcome. Hey, peace out.